Hi, I'm Paul. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create presets for your project settings in DaVinci Resolve. And just like my other videos, this will have a free downloadable PDF file that you can follow along with. So I've got DaVinci Resolve open. If you haven't downloaded and installed it yet, I'll leave a link in the description of this video, and there'll also be the link in the free PDF that I created. So you can just go ahead, download it, install it. It's really easy to do. There's a free version and a paid version. The studio version, the professional version, is just a $295 one-time fee as of December 30th, 2023. But you don't need the paid version to do this. And I would suggest downloading and installing the free version and make sure you like it before you use the paid version. So I've got the PDF open that I created for this video, and so I'm going to be following along with that as we go. So you can download that, and if you can use that with the video if you want to do that at a later point. So the first thing to do, if you ever mess up your layout and you change things and you don't know how to get things back to the way they were, every tab, the tabs for the different applications for DaVinci Resolve are at the bottom of the page. And right now I'm in the edit tab and I messed everything up. This menu icon, this menu bar is in all of the different applications of DaVinci Resolve. Just come up to Workspace, come down here to Reset UI Layout and select that, and it resets the layout in that tab, and you can go through the other ones and reset it also. It won't reset everything in every tab. It'll just in the one that you're in. But so go ahead and do that, and now we'll be looking at the same thing. So to create a preset, come up to File and then down to Project Settings, or just select Shift and the number 9 on your keyboard. And this is the default project settings after you install DaVinci Resolve. And if you come up to Master Settings, and this isn't in a PDF, but just scroll down, the working folders, this is what DaVinci Resolve created when you installed it. If you come in here and make some changes, if you go back to the default preset, I don't know if it's going to change these or not. You may have to come in here and manually do that. But my suggestion would be just let DaVinci Resolve install it, and then don't even bother with these working folders. Just leave them as the default settings. So if you scroll back up, you can come up here and you can change the timeline frame rate if you want. I use Fuji cameras and I record at 59.94. That's just their format. Normally it would be 60 frames a second or 30 frames or 24. So Fuji does 29.97 and 59.94. So I'm just going to change that. And when you change that, it changes everything. These three, this playback frame rate and the video format. If you only change the video format, it doesn't change the timeline frame rate, so you need to come up and do that. If you want to create a YouTube short where it will be a vertical video, that's easy to do. So right now, it's the timeline resolution is 1920 by 1080 HD. Use the drop down. You've got a bunch of other options that you can use for 4K videos. So this is the in the widescreen mode. to create a YouTube short or a TikTok, just click this vertical resolution checkbox and it swaps it. And now you're ready to create vertical videos. The other thing I'm going to change is the in Fairlight, this is the audio section of DaVinci Resolve. In the previous videos I did, I thought that the default sample rate was 44,100 with DaVinci Resolve. It may have been in a previous version, but right now it's 48,000. So I updated those PDFs. The other thing is this target loudness level, and it's LUFS. And this is explained in the other videos. That's loudness units full scale. This is an industry standard, and minus 23 LUFS is for broadcast television, and this is the default setting. But if you're uploading to the internet, like YouTube or other internet platforms, you want to change this to minus 14 LUFS. If you just save this now, all these settings that we change in the master settings for the frame rate in Fairlight, it will only save it for this video project. If you create a new video project, it'll use the same default settings as when you first installed DaVinci Resolve. That's why we're going to create a preset. So come up here to this three-dot icon, this menu icon, and click on that. So I have one that I already created for myself, and I call it minus 14 LUFS, so I know that I've got the proper loudness level, and the video settings are the same. So we're going to create a brand new preset. So you can come down here and select Save Current Settings. I believe that's it. Yeah, Save Current Settings as Preset. And now you can give it a name. So I'm going to call this Sample Test Preset. And then click OK. And actually, what I did in the PDF, I actually called it minus 14 LUFS version 2, but you can name it whatever you want. And you can create as many as you want. So the other thing you want to do is you want to come back up here. This is the sample test preset. And you come down and select set as default preset. And then select set. And I may just go back in that PDF and update it and call it the sample test preset. Now you can save it. So the other thing that I would do, I would go ahead and just close DaVinci Resolve, shut it down at this point, and then restart it just to make sure it takes effect. So that is what I'm going to do. And there's an icon on your desktop for DaVinci Resolve. If for some reason when you double click it, and you can put it down here at the bottom in the taskbar where you just have to click it once. But if it's on your desktop and it doesn't open up, when you double click it, just right mouse click and just select open. So I've opened DaVinci Resolve back up. I'm going to come down to project settings, and you can see it has the correct frame rate, and Fairlight is minus 14 LUFS. If you want to delete a preset, you can just hover over it and select delete preset. And if you want to get this back to the default for some reason, or if you make a change, let's say if we make a change this down to 44,100, you can come up to your sample one and you can select update the preset. And then select the update button and then select the save button. So let's go back in here. I'm going to change it back. I'm going to select the 3-dot icon, update the preset, and then save it. So now let's go and reset this. So to do that, let's say you came in here and you made a bunch of changes and now you don't know what you did and you want to get it back to the way it was when you first installed DaVinci Resolve. Come up to the 3-dot icon where it says default preset, select load preset. And if you notice, this didn't change. This happens from time to time. So I'm going to switch up here to the master settings. Sometimes you need to bounce around a little bit to get it to kind of like do a little reset. And I don't have to go back into Fairlight, but I could have just stayed up any one of these to do the default, to reset the default. So we're going to try it again. Default preset, load preset. Okay, I'm going to try this. Reset to default preset. Now load the preset. So it's can be a little quirky. So in this case, I had to come select the preset, restore to default preset, and then load preset. And then if you'll notice, if you come back up here to the master settings, the frame rates have been changed. Then we need to make this the default. So come back up to the 3-dot icon, select set current settings as default preset, click update, and then you can, the save button is grayed out, so just select cancel. So I'm going to close DaVinci Resolve again and reopen it. And we'll see if those settings were saved. And there they are. The only thing that won't change besides these working folders is if you come down to path mapping. So this is an external hard drive where I created a location that has video clips, photographs, graphics, sound effects, video file or audio files. And that's I created for using with the power bins and smart bins. This won't change. And I think the reason for that is just so you don't forget where you stored everything, the location. So it leaves it. It doesn't remove it. So if you do need to change this at any time, and you don't have to change the preset. Well, you do have to change the preset. You'd come in here, you'd make a change, and then you would come up to the 3-dot icon and select your preset, and then just click update the preset. And again, save button's there, not there, so you just click the cancel button. So again, that's just the basics of creating presets. You can do that for a bunch of different sections of DaVinci Resolve. There's a in Fairlight you can add an equalizer, and we went over that in the previous video. And and I need an audio track on here, but there's, you can't even see them without a clip, audio or a video clip in here. But for all the different panels, whether it's an equalizer or anything else, all of them have presets that you can select and save for future video projects. So I hope that helps. And again, there's a free PDF that you can download. It's in the link of this the description of this video. So I hope this helped you, and thanks for watching.